Namaste. Time for a relaxation now. So you want to be warm and comfortable. Either lying on your back in Savasana. You want to lift up your pelvis and lower it back down so that you get your lower back in contact with the floor. Have a little bit of space under your arms. And if you can, have your feet apart and let your feet turn outward. It just stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, the vagus nerve, that helps you to relax and heal. If you prefer to lie on your front in Makrasana, you can. So lying on your tummy, one hand on top of the other, forehead on your hands or hands on your elbows or your shoulders. Take your feet apart and turn your heels in and your toes out, relaxing through your hips, relaxing through the top of your back and shoulders. And just breathing into your solar plexus, down into the floor. So get yourself nice and comfortable. And just as we begin, we're going to give ourselves permission. So the next 20 minutes is your time to release fatigue and tension, heaviness in your body, to get the energy flowing in your body, to open to healing, deep rejuvenation. So this is like a mini retreat that works wonderfully, beautifully on your health on all levels of your being. And all you need to do is just be open, let it be as it is. So let's begin with some deep yogic breathing. This is breathing in the way that your body was designed to breathe. It will bring more oxygen into your body and promote healing and health. So you're going to breathe in through your nose or your mouth, down through a channel, deep in the center of your chest. And take the breath all the way into your belly. You can place your hands on your tummy if you're lying on your back. Breathe into your hands. And then as you breathe out, let your hands come back towards your spine, releasing the air back through that channel between the sternum and the spine, out through the nose and the mouth. Breathing in your own timing, nice and deep. And breathing out. And I want you to just listen to your body and just breathe in again when you need to. So as you breathe in, you're filling with life force energy, with youthful vigor, peace and harmony. And as you breathe out, you're breathing out any tension, any fatigue, any heaviness. So you're breathing in a lightness of being. The vitality we see in nature, you're breathing it in and you're breathing out anything you no longer need. So as we breathe in, we receive, we open to receiving. And as we breathe out, so we give, we release, we give of ourselves. So as you follow the breath with your mind, let the breath be the powerful force that connects your mind and your body so they work in perfect harmony and synergy. Let the breath connect you to the deeper aspects of you, what I would call your soul, your higher self, your spirit, your essence. So when we focus on the breath, we focus on the importance of those connections, those relationships within ourselves and between us and the world. So think of the breath as clearing and cleansing, purifying those relationships within ourselves and between us and the world. Opening a beautiful channel within us to receive the gifts of the world, the love from other people, to open to love for ourselves. But also a channel to release what is no longer needed so that we are in interaction in the flow of life. So all of this just by focusing on the breath. Now feel your mind quieten. Just focusing on the breath. If you can breathe through your nose, that would be ideal. You get more oxygen into your body and you cleanse the air when you breathe through your nose. But if it is blocked, please breathe as is comfortable for you. But just feel yourself starting to sink down into a beautiful, relaxed state of being. Just following the breath, because the breath will always relax you when you take it deeper and you focus on it. Dropping down into what we call a relaxation state, or the relaxation response in your body. It kicks off so many different processes in the body that are conducive to good health and well-being. Not just physical, emotional, mental, the whole of you. Now today we're going to work a little bit deeper with the breath, with an understanding of the breath. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to do something that's called equalizing your breath. So this just means that your in-breath is the same length as your out-breath. And this brings you into quite a deep place of balance, equilibrium, harmony, on lots of levels. So if it's comfortable for you, and if at any time it isn't, please just breathe normally. I want you to breathe in for a count of, say, 4. And then breathe out for a count of 4. It doesn't matter what the count is, so long as they are the same. Let it be natural, not forced. And you may find that your body wants to pause between the in-breath and the out-breath for, say, a count of 1. So you might breathe in for 4, pause for 1, and breathe out for 4, pause for 1. But do find a rhythm that suits you. And if it doesn't feel good, just breathe normally, slowly and deeply. And you know it is working when you start to feel a sense of deep peace, but also a sense of the strength of the core of you. There's a silence, a stillness deep inside. It connects you with this place, this sanctuary. And you become very clear. And now just let the counting of your breath go. Your body will naturally continue this pattern of an equal ratio breathing without you having to think about it. And just gently focus on the breath. And in your mind, I want you to imagine as you breathe out, all the tension in your body is just flowing down into the floor, dissolving away. As if the breath is coming in and just washing you clean. It's just washing away any fatigue, any tension. And you can feel yourself sinking deeper and deeper into the floor, releasing tension you may have been holding on to for a little while. Tension that's not just built up over the last week, but it's being held deeper in your tissues. And it's safe to release this. So each time you breathe out, just allow yourself to relax that little bit deeper. Let go a little bit more. And just let your mind rest on the breath. On this beautiful life force energy coming into your body. And as you breathe in particles, atoms, energy that comes from the stars. You breathe in energy that comes from the past. It's been exchanged with all creatures, all humans on this planet who have ever been. You breathe in the very essence that created the universe. And it becomes part of you, and you are part of it. As you breathe out, you return part of your essence to the universe. And your breath becomes the connection and the communication with life itself. And now just release that focus on the breath. And in your mind's eye, I'm going to ask you to use your imagination. And I want you to imagine that there is a beautiful lotus flower deep within the center of your heart, center of your chest. Now it can be white, yellow, cerise pink. But this little lotus bud is slowly opening as you relax. So as you relax and open, this beautiful bud is opening in the center of your chest. 6 perfectly formed, beautiful petals are opening to reveal the splendor of a beautiful emerald green jewel in the center of this lotus flower. And as this flower opens, that beautiful emerald in the center starts to shine a light, a beautiful green and emerald green. And your whole body is filling with emerald green. And this is a healing energy. This is the most healing color. The color we see in abundance in nature, the vitality of spring, of new growth. So let this emerald green just fill your whole physical being. Let it circulate in your bloodstream, going to every single cell, so that your whole body feels lighter and there is deep healing. And you come into a resonance with nature, with the natural world. Because when we do this, we heal. You could Think of it as a vibration or a note, a tune that's in nature. We call it the Schumann Resonance. It's the heartbeat of our planet. It's the vibration or note of our planet. And when our body's tuned to this vibration, we heal rapidly, quickly, and come back into profound balance and harmony. We come back into relationship with the natural world and our place in it. So feel like as this lotus flower opens, it's connecting to the heartbeat of the planet. A lotus blossom has deep roots, deep in the mud, deep in the earth. And yet from that mud, that mire of the earth, it produces the most perfectly beautiful blossom. And think of that lotus flower as an expression of all that is beautiful within you. And that beauty comes from roots deep in the mud. Now, as your whole physical body fills with this lovely green note, this green vibration, this resonance, allow it to flow out into the energy field or the aura that surrounds your physical body, and especially into the heart chakra, the center of your chest, because the note that's sounding in your heart chakra gives off its own electromagnetic field. It's like a big Taussian field surrounding the whole top of your body from your chest. And it's like your heart is singing to everything, single cell in your body. Your bodies respond to the heart note. And when you're feeling deeply peaceful and relaxed and open like you are now, that heart note that is sent out, that frequency that's in tune with the planet, switches on all of the DNA in your body that's conducive to health, switches on all the processes of deep healing, of rejuvenation. Your body comes into a beautiful coherence. The heart and the mind come together and they link to the highest aspect of you. And you are nourished and restored. So just rest. Let your body intuitively heal. Let every cell in your body dance to that heart note. Be filled with the abundance and vitality and healing that's inherent in nature. Tune to your place in the world so that you feel deeply that you belong and you're part of the natural flow of things. So just rest for a few more moments, allowing this heart energy to work its magic. And it creates a restoration that lasts a week. And now let the visualization go. Let your breathing be as it will. And just start to come back into an awareness of your physical body, moving fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles. Take a nice deep breath in and maybe stretch your arms overhead. So get the energy moving through your spine. If you're lying on your back and your lower back is a little stiff, draw your knees up to your chest and just rock them from side to side, just easing out any tension. And then when you're ready, just rolling over onto your right-hand side, supporting your head. And just taking your time to get used to coming back from a place of deep healing back into the world. You can keep your eyes closed. And then slowly coming up to sitting. I want you to rub your hands together to the really hot, this beautiful energy. And just let that nourishing energy flow into your eyes, just bathing your eyes. And then slowly part your fingers. And as you open your eyes into the darkness, just slowly let the light in. It's a really nice way to come back into the world. And then giving your face a massage. Giving your ears a massage, all those little acupuncture points. And then just tapping on top of your head. Just waking up the energy. Take a nice deep breath in, lift your shoulders. And breathe out. Going into your day relaxed again. Open and centered in your heart. Take a nice deep breath in. Namaste.